did my chat pop up? That's not what I wanted. Oh, there we go. Hi guys. I missed the first couple comments. I think somebody said busy. Well, I know it's a pretty big patch, but we said we gotta cover them, right? That's how that works. So I am leaving the house in about 4 hours. We're driving to go snowboarding, and then immediately afterwards, I am flying to an event. So I figured let's do the patch stream. I still have to do a lot of packing. I have to do all my packing, in fact, but I did already wash my clothes, so that part is good. So I should probably just get started right away because I don't have a lot of time, and there's no point to wait for viewers to ramp up. People can watch after the fact or something. All right, let's do it. So new Dota 2 patch. The only thing I read was, okay, I didn't even read any of this. I saw words. I was like, hey, there's words, but I didn't actually process because this feels new. All right. New Dota update. Again, if you guys are haven't been in the know or haven't been paying attention, Valve recently stated like a couple weeks ago, a month ago, that they're going to start doing patches that are more often and smaller to see how it affects the game balance and I assume things like people enjoying the game, basically. That way they don't get as upset about things that they think are overpowered, for example. So they're going to experiment with this for 6 months. This is now the second patch where it is seen as a small patch. So we're basically getting started with stuff. And again, this is a first impression stream, meaning I haven't read any of this yet. And therefore, I'm going to get things wrong. I don't know if, I assume the patch is out already. So I guess maybe I can open up Dota for demo mode. Ah! Don't look at my stuff. What I should do probably is this. It was already clicked on. Okay. And this way, if we need to go in demo mode, we can. All right, so lane creeps now have a minor knockback based on the amount of hero damage in the killing blow. They now have a minor knockback based on the amount of hero damage. I assume this means that when you get a last hit, they get knocked back. So if you do a lot of damage, they get knocked away really far. Let's test this out. Let's get a hero with a crit. Level 2 max. Damage, damage. Sure, damage.
Prepare for battle. Oh, yes. In the blink of an eye.
How does this work? Am I wrong? Am I crazy? Is it only when they kill a hero? I'm confused. Look closely. It's a little bit. They are getting pushed. Is that what you're saying? Oh, I see. I see. It goes over here instead of just falls. Okay. Just visual. Okay. I mean, it was assumed that. Oh, Jesus, I do a lot of damage. Can I spawn some more creeps, dude? All I want to do is fight creeps. I mean, I crit that guy and he didn't actually move that far, so is this truly working, guys? Nitro's guys now shows a buff icon to show when tree remains within range of trees. Is this gonna work the way that I don't know. I actually don't know how this is gonna work. My perfectly good things. So, okay, so now I can, it basically goes away instantly when I'm screwed, that way I know, and I can react to it better instead of like getting into vision, or getting out of trees and being like, oh shit, I didn't realize I wasn't close. Okay, that's cool, good change. Let's pause this. Fix Flesh Golem, heal not taking into account temporary increases to max HP. Okay. Isn't this based on the health of something that dies? So if something has an increased temporary HP, he was getting heals not based on that new HP. So I guess if you had two Undying Flesh Golems fighting, and they both use Decay a bunch, then they wouldn't get appropriate heals. I'm guessing it's probably like a weird bug. I'm not sure if there's a lot of cases where that's a really big deal, but I'm sure there's some. Fix location of familiars when player had bought Ags or chose a +1 familiar talent. Fix location of familiars. I don't know what that means. Don't care. I don't know if it means like when you resummon it, it separates where they spawn or something. I don't know. It's his max HP that isn't taken into account? Is that true? Is that true? So, the death of heal versus heroes. Oh, okay. I never fully understood how Flesh Golem worked. I thought the heal was based on the health of the dying things. But really, it's a heal for Undying based on the health of himself. So, if I cast Decay a whole bunch and have a stupid amount of HP, the heal that I'm getting, like if I have 640 HP and I cast Decay a million times or something, I'm still only getting 64 HP per enemy hero that dies around me, is the way that it was bugged, basically. So this should be a buff to Undyings who decay a lot, but mostly who have Flesh Golem active. We may actually see a big difference here in this, because you will always cast Decay in team fights. And hypothetically casting Decay, that's what, 80 HP per hero you catch, so, you know, it could be a really big difference. I've always felt like the heal from Flesh Golem is real not worth like going home about. I mean, compared to like Bloodseeker, who heals like what 40% of his HP, 30% of his HP, or whatever. I guess it depends on how much HP they have. That's how Bloodseeker works. But for Flesh Golem, if 5 heroes die, that only heals me 10% each. It's not a huge amount, so it's a small buff to the Flesh Golem ultimate. That's good. I'm actually glad. Thanks for clarifying that. I'll ignore this. No courier will no longer try to deliver gems if your inventory is full. Okay. Minor Wind Ranger updates to model. Textures and attachment point for bowstrings. Well, let's go find her.
My quiver is full.
I mean, I don't know if I saw her face move just now. I don't know if that's the difference, but I don't know. It looks the same to me. Visual improvements. Fix Wind Ranger taunt not showing when you don't have vision of the center of the map. Interesting. Interesting changes. Add last updated time to the guide details. Okay. Damn it. How dare you nerf my guides, Valve. Don't let people know I haven't updated them in 3 years. Add a number of camps stacked to the support column of the post-game scoreboard. Oh, that's really cool. Really, really cool. I love that. That's going to be really good for casting as well, actually. That's probably going to be the best place. Really easy to tell storylines based on that. And to not have to actually watch the replay, for example. And it'll be good for players that are just trying to improve. You can see cool info. And even for cores, like, this will be good info. You can see how many camps Arteezy stacks on average. Like, that's one thing I don't do well as a carry. I do not stack camps very well. As a support, sometimes I remember. But as a carry, I really should stack more. And I definitely forget all the time. This will be good to be able to see that. Added a toggle near the language filter to prioritize recent guides. Okay. They're literally going to ruin my guides. How dare they? How dare they? This is actually a really good idea, actually. Between this and this one. One of the issues with guides right now is that, I mean, I don't use guides very often, but once like guides get really upvoted, they probably stick around for a very long time. It takes a long time for them to get downvoted enough to be removed. So it's basically in that whole time that they're up there but not recent and slowly getting downvoted by people that do realize they're bad or out of date, it takes forever probably for them to be negated enough to be moved off. So this way, you can basically prioritize recent guides, and therefore anybody that does do constant updates and recent updates will always get their guides preferred, basically. So I think that's a good thing. Custom games local lobby list is now sorted by oldest lobby first. Okay, cool. Alright, this may be a big difference. This is kind of like how Warcraft 3 does it. What does it look right now, actually? Get wrecked, Steven. Arcade, lobby list. Okay, before, well, I guess I won't be able to tell, but These are all recent ones. Before it would be like Overthrow would be at the top. It had the most lobbies, but now you'll be able to actually see like a sort of unbiased, like, wow, I actually, okay, here's an Angel Arena Reborn game. You can kind of just poke through this. Literally this screen is what it was like playing Warcraft 3 Dota. You'd go through here and you'd be like, oh, this one says random draft. Oh, this one says ability or all random. Oh, this one says all pick easy mode. And you just have to scroll through and be like, oh, here's the one I actually want to play. This one. So this is good for custom games. This is basically what people asked for a long time ago. It's nice to see them make another change really rapidly, though. Fixed a bug where loading into a custom game occasionally failed to find the necessary files. I think I had a crash like this recently. I'm pretty sure. And it was right at the beginning of the game. But I haven't had that crash in a bit. So maybe they just haven't talked about it until now. All right, now for the actual patch. Whoa! Courier costs reduced from 200 to 50. That is a huge change. Huge change. So 50 less gold for whoever buys courier. 150 more gold, basically. For whoever buys courier. But starting gold is now reduced by 25. And tangos now come with 3 charges and cost 90 gold. So everything's changed again. Tangos used to be 150 gold with 5 charges. Now it's 3 charges and costs 90. So if you get 2 packs, you're spending 180 gold for 6, which is still the same cost. So technically each tango is still the same price right now. It's just the pack of tango is different. And this may be a nice change because of the I mean, there's new item builds right now, but it's a little bit hard to get it's very difficult to get a full wand and a set of tangos. So now you might actually be able to do that easier. Initial bounty rune now gives, okay, these are really cool changes. So yeah, 3 charges and cost 90 gold. That'll be nice. Initial bounty rune now gives 40 gold to all heroes instead of 100 to the hero that picks it up. Those bounty runes look slightly different. So the only big negative to this, in my opinion, is that people are going to be wanting to use courier more at the start of the game, but it's only 40 gold, so it's not very much, so it won't get everybody. And the other thing is you usually get 2 bounty runes at the start of the game, so that's 200 gold, but now it's giving 40 to 5, so that's 200. Now it gives 400 gold total instead of the 200 gold. So it doubles the gold that you get from the 2 bounty runes. And the courier costs less. But everybody also loses 25. So that's 125. So really this is a positive 75, am I mistaken? 25 times 5 is 125. Technically everybody gets 200, 400. Minus 200 is 200. And minus 125 is 75. So everybody gets, if you get 2 bounty runes, 75 gold is now your positive, and this is technically plus 150. So we're looking at a little bit more starting gold, about 225 more starting gold, which is cool. I like this. People will fight less over bounty runes. There will be less anger there. It's all about get the bounty rune, period. It doesn't matter who gets it. So that will reduce an anger point, I think, in games. I think that's a very good thing. It's not as, like, mid players, for example, can block now every single game and rely on their team to pick up bounty runes. That's really cool. If you are successful at stealing enemy bounty runes and you get 3, for example, maybe 4, that's a lot of gold for your team. Again, 200 gold per bounty rune that you get for your team. That's like getting a free tower. So I like this change. Less fighting should be better. Killing a neutral camp stack now gives a bonus 15% gold bounty to the hero that stacked it. Whoo! No bonuses given if the... I wanted a theorycraft right there, but I know I have this problem where I don't finish my sentences, so I'm going to finish this one. No bonus is given if the stack is cleared by an enemy or the hero that stacked it. Okay. New audio is now played once a stack is successful. Great. That's very good. Now you don't have to waste time checking, and it's easier. Basically, this is such a good thing to focus on. Stack, like, excluding the stack bonus, but this right here, that there's an audio noise when you stack successfully, and that they notice. Basically, it's just an easy way to tell players, hey guys, stacking is good. Here's a sound effect, and here's a scoreboard thing that shows you how effective it is. So good. And you get a little audio, and if they make this sound really cool, people are going to want to stack more. Stack neutrals have a buff with the stacker's hero icon on it. So like if you're playing with a Medusa or something, you don't have to get the experience now. You just get gold bounty. And I think the average gold bounties for ancients are about 200 if I remember correctly. So if that gets cleared, and this is just bonus gold, the person killing it still gets bonus. If anything, it's better that the support doesn't get last hits there because there's more gold overall coming into the arrangement if you stack it and don't clear it yourself. I mean, you're still going to stack it, obviously, as a core, but it's so good if supports move around stacking. Like, I guarantee that it's so worth it to practice, like, quad stacking jungle camps with Naga Siren or something. It's so worth it. Because if I use Mirror Image and I practice stacking 4 camps at the same time with, like, shift queues and stuff, that's equivalent to 15, 30, 45, 60% of doing a neutral camp myself. So if I am in the right place in the right time, super valuable. Maybe not super valuable, but valuable. Because that's still going to be like, what, like 60 gold or something? So if I stack a camp, it gives me gold now. If I stack 4 camps, that gives me. I mean, I guess it's not a stupid amount of gold, but Ancients for sure is amazing. Stack Ancients, 30 gold. It's a very good thing. I don't know. Very cool. Very, very cool. Really like that. Oh, we're at the end already? Just about? Okay. Tier 1 mid lane towers are now a bit closer to the river. Probably easier to walk between tier 1 and tier 2. I don't know. I'd have to look at what it looks like in game, I guess. Removed a tree in the Radiant Jungle to the top right of the blue crystals near the Ancients. Radiant Jungle. I'll have to look at that. And range creep acquisition range reduced. Actually, I'm really happy about this. This is a big advantage for supports, number 1. Because now it's less likely that the range creep spots them when they're getting ready to swing around on an offlane hero. So it should be easier to zone an offlane hero. And this is also a negative for offlane heroes trying to pull creeps around because now they have to get closer to the entire creep wave, I guess. It's easier. It's going to be easier to lose the range creep. And this is maybe one... This is my guess about what they're doing, because I know a lot of... I saw Swindlemelon's complaints about offlaner pulling creeps. Like, if you're pulling an entire creep wave, and I just imagine... I haven't tested this, but I'm guessing that the range creep will de-aggro you a lot easier this way. And if that happens, you're losing a big chunk of the golden experience of the wave. I don't remember what the exact experience is right now, but I think range creeps are huge. It's still like... I know they reduced it, but I can't remember what it is exactly. So I guess that was the patch. What we're gonna do is go into a lobby, turn on the cheats, and then take a look at what the map looks like. That way I can teleport around the map really easily if I need to.
All pick.
Random. Skip. So the tier 1 tower mid is moved in a little bit. I literally can't tell, and I think I can tell maybe it was like here or something. Right? It said moved in. Bit closer to the river, yeah. Can't tell. Bit was the appropriate word, I think. I think the dire one looks more obvious maybe, but can I still... Real question is... So you can still eke through here, no problem. This may break smokes, actually, is one thing I'd like to test. Can you smoke past this? I imagine no. This is probably one of the more significant parts. So what's the smoke break range on towers? 1025 range. I'm pretty sure that this has got... Smoke will now break 100% if you run past this little choke point here. Past this tower. And on this one, let's see if you can walk past. So you can still walk past without getting attacked, but it is very close. So I'm sure that you can't run by smoking. I don't remember 100% if you could before, but I feel like you could on the Radiant side for sure. I'm quite sure that you couldn't before. I think this attack range should be about 900. I think. No, that's not true. It's like 700 or something. This is actually sorry. This is the detection range. The sentry or the true sight detection range I think is around 900. The attack range is a little bit lower. I don't remember. I don't remember how it all works. Something like that. All vision so I can control him. Ah. Doesn't work. Thank you, Sander. I'm pretty sure you could do that in the previous patch, but I'm not 100%. Okay. Oh yeah, stack a camp. That's a good idea. Here, watch. I don't think this will work, but...
Your prayer answered. A position of power.
Let me try it again. Don't remember if there's a space or not. Okay. That's the noise. Huh. That's pretty cool. So, I think heroes that you may want to practice stacking neutrals with... Ah, come on, dick! Alright. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to restart this, and I'm going to try... I've seen videos like this before, but... I think Shadow Demon is maybe one. Naga Siren, any illusion-based hero... Because you can use Shadow Poison and it has a delayed explosion. But I don't remember exactly how it works.
Prepare for battle.
Okay. So, for example, I don't know. Do like one over here, and then you wait like, it takes like 10 seconds to blow up or something. And then you do like one over here, and then you go like boom, and it's kind of like this basically. Kind of like that, very close, if you guys could see that. So you could do stuff like, do a delayed one over here basically. You cast like this, and then this one probably is harder to stack or something. I'm gonna wait like 10 seconds, and then I do like this. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. And then see, you guys can kind of see what I mean. Like, I could get them all to move at about the same time, even though this one, even though I'm technically only recasting on 2 camps. So if you practice that a little bit, especially for probably these 3 camps, it's probably not too hard to work out. I think the stack time for this one is around 55, 56. This one is similar. One of the only negatives, I guess I'd have to run this way. So if I aggro this and I'm here, they should run down. So then I'd have to do like this, basically. And hypothetically, if I did it perfect. So I'd basically poison here, and I could probably stack 3 camps pretty reliably as a Shadow Demon. I would just have to be there every minute, and it would hurt my ability to zone an offlaner. So Shadow Demon's a good example of somebody that can delayed release damage. And then I wouldn't necessarily clear them. Maybe let a Shadow Fiend or a Storm or whoever come through and clear camps later. So this is really worth... Trial True Side attack range is 700, Smoke Break is 1025. Yeah. What's on the scoreboard? Oh yeah, that's right, after the game it shows. Spawn an ally and see the icon? What are you talking about? What icon? Oh, for the gold or whatever? See, it's right here. It's right here anyways. Give me that extra gold, man. So, I mean, it's not a shitload of gold. Because we're talking about neutral camps that don't give that much gold, but... I guess we could do... Let me find Sanders' comment from before. Great hero X LA. Level bots 25. Level bots 25. There we go.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
2 whole gold. 7 whole gold. Holy shit, guys. Careful. This is getting out of control. Watch out, man. Oh, this one's going to be really good. I'm getting a lot of 2s on this one. A 2 and a 1. Yes, 3. Alright, next question is... I have an idea, guys. This is... I guarantee this is OP, dude. I knew Ice Frog was... Oh, it's out of date. Alright, I know exactly... This is what you do. Elk support, guys, and you stack camps. That is the thing now. Guaranteed. I'm not sure it works yet. I'm about to test. I'm sure there was some, like, major bug. If I'm an Alk and I stack a camp and somebody else farms it, do I get Grievel's Greed for every gold chunk that I get? If so, that's OP. Alk getting initial bounty, my assumption is that he still gets 2.5 times the gold if he has Grievel's Greed. So if it's 40 gold, he would get 100 gold, exactly. It's kind of interesting. So I guess I could have spawned an Alchemist instead of restarting. Boom. As if I need a bunch of... that wasn't enough zeros. Barely enough zeros. We did it.
Go, go, go.
I'm going.
Okay. Create hero. Hero. Damn. Create Jerp. Oops. I don't want you. Create hero axe ally. Yes. Level bots 25.
30 seconds to battle.
Alright guys, let's see if it works. 2 gold! Alright, it doesn't work. I stopped looking, but I assume this is correct. Come, little dudes. Damn, that one's hard to stack. Come, little creeps. Come.
The battle begins.
Mess them up, axe. Go the slacks build. JK, he never gets to 25. Yeah, it doesn't work. That would be way too OP. It would be actually so overpowered for support Elk. But that was my thought. It's like, if you're a core Elk, you probably don't want to stack camps anyways that much. Unless it's like, if you get Mud Golem stack or something, it'd be amazing, because that'd be 6 sources. But you could just clear them anyways as an Elk and get the gold. So, I think it's fine that that doesn't exist in the game, or whatever. Let's see if this works. Yeah, see 100 gold for level 1 bounty runes. And everybody else on the team gets 40. So, bounty rune's still really good for Alk. And then every other bounty rune the rest of the game is regular, so looks fine. Yes, so that if I stack a camp as Alchemist, for example, if I stack a camp as Alchemist and I clear the stack, I don't get bonus gold. But if I stack the camp and one of my allies kills it, I get 15% of the gold of the camp that I stacked. So in this example, I would get the gold for these little gnolls, no matter where I am on the map. If an enemy hero kills these, then I don't get the gold from the stacking bonus. If a neutral creep kills them, I also probably don't get the stacking gold bonus. So I'm going to get 3 sets of gold here. Not a lot, 3 gold each, but still. If I do an ancient, for example, it's probably way more, you know. Oh, that's right, chase me. Chase me, damn it. Damn it, X, walk faster.
Take some punches.
They don't know how to not stop attacking. 7 and 10. So I got, yeah, 10, 17. I got a whole 24 gold out of that stack. It's not a stupid amount, but it's a little bit. And it's enough, like, at the very least, to encourage people to stack more often, which I think is good. And, yeah. I think that's actually, I think what IceFrog and the Dota 2 team are identifying here is that one of the issues in Dota is that there's a lot of things that players should be doing, and it's hard to realize that you should be doing them. So things like being able to see where the spawn camps are is really helpful, because then you can just press the checkbox and see them. You don't have to like know this like crazy difficult stuff. You can now see how many camps you stack by the scoreboard. You get gold for stacking camps, like things like that. Especially supports. Like for supports, bounty runes are amazing because now players think like, wow, I'm getting gold. They're like, oh shit, I see gold on the map. I can go walk and do something instead of standing in the lane. Like this is like most supports, they just sit in the lane and they're like, this is all I can do. I can just sit here and deny creeps, nothing else. I can't get last hits because that's the carry's job, but I can deny. So they just sit here. But now they can say like, oh wow, hey, there's gold over here. So even if they suck at pulling, they can go get gold. Even if they maybe don't stack very often, now they can be like, oh shit, dude, I can go over here and I can just stack this camp. And now when somebody farms it later, I'm going to get a bunch of gold. That's great. Like that's amazing. Gives a cool sound. People are going to do it more often. More camps stacked. People can learn to be better players through the game in the way that it currently functions. This is all great. What if I kill the stack without do the supports get increased gold? No, because oh, I see what you mean. So basically if this axe does the stacking, let's go see. I wonder who gets credited for it, if it's like where they're aggroed to. I'm sure there's going to be some like weird. So now those should be axe ones. So let's do this. Let's test this again. I wasn't doing it good. I thought we'd see gold pop-ups for the axe, but we did not. Did I get credit for those? No, okay, axe did. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I've got, basically he shouldn't get more than like a bit of gold out of this. He does not get extra. He gets a little, he doesn't get extra. Okay, confirmed. Regular gold. Alright. You hope people don't misinterpret this as a reason to leave the lane just to stack and think they're getting rich. Okay, yeah, that's a good point. But I think that just letting them know that it is a good thing to do is the first path. Then later they can decide like, hey, how much gold did I really get? Like, people aren't stupid, right? They're going to see the 3s and the 1s. Like, oh, I got 7 gold out of that stack. Maybe I should have stayed in my lane and got a kill for 50 assist gold. Or, you know, people can see that very easily, I think. But now that they know what everything is worth and that it's there and there's sound effects, people are going to be able to better, I think, react the appropriate way. Anyways, I've somehow made this page of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 notes take 45 minutes. So I need to leave. I have to leave the house in about 3 hours and I still haven't packed yet. So thanks for watching today, guys. I mean, I'm not surprised. I agree that some people are going to be like, wow, I hear numbers and sounds and it's great and my scoreboard looks good. I don't care. The bad players will continue being bad. I'm not saying that any player needs to be gift horsed a way to be good at Dota, but this is a beginning on the correct path to learning and to get inferences about what's the right play. And from there, if they're going to make the wrong decision after getting all the numbers, yes, they're bad and they're going to be bad forever. But for players that are good at getting better and have the interest, this will be a good way to teach them and give them those like dangling carrots so that they can weigh the consequences later and make good decisions about it. That's all. Nope, I can't play. I literally have to leave the house in 3 hours and I haven't packed yet and I'm going to be gone for like a week and a half. So I have to go. Won't be streaming again probably soon, but I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in for the past stream. I'll do these as often as they are around, assuming I'm available. If I'm in a hotel somewhere, I'll try it with the laptop and the internet. Don't know if it'll be good, but we'll see. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day. Oh, now I'm going to blatantly run ads on you guys to make a quick buck. Thanks for watching.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
These games don't work probably because I'm on a new patch version, so it just won't work to watch them. So basically I can't spectate any live games right now. They probably have to be like less than 10 minutes old or something. What about Tree? I already did Tree. Go watch the VOD.